level 1 though, but I definitely feel like the draft is a lot more even here. I think T1 have given themselves a lot more tools.
And it's a T1 draft. You've got the pick potential, you have layered CC. It's the simplicity we've been asking for T1. They finally get it, and they get comfort. Faker on his year, owner on Vi, Zeus is Rumble, and Guma Carrier and a Kalista lane. What more could you want as a T1 fan? I think no T1 fan is going to shake their finger at this one.
Yep, it's win lane, win game, and that has been their bread and butter for many, many years. So looking forward to seeing whether this is going to mean that we're heading towards a 1-1 in the series.
And it's such a stark contrast from game 1, where mid was the only lane which you could potentially win based on how it's played, and then lost horribly, and both the side lanes were in a rough spot for minute 1, so definitely going in a much better position for them to take control, take agency when they're setting up for plays.
Now, players preparing to get onto the Rift here for game number 2. We'll see whether T1 can do that mental reset. I was checking to see the players and how they were feeling after that loss. And
first strike gold, always going to be really nice as well when you're pushing in like this. His owner will secure the smite.
Yeah, you can see heal actually going to be invested here as well, as the Winter's Bite really helping the concussive blows. As there's the flash, nicely done from owner to get him towards that blast cone and get himself out of dodge.
Off to electrocute on this patch to continue putting the harass on. Here comes that TP. This has been a disaster a few times.
And he thought that they'd backed as well as, oh dear. Okay, that is first blood going over to Jackie Love as Mako tanks up the turret happily.
Shield, you got fleet footwork, you got second wind, you gotta just shake it up. And now Zeus does have flash here, but might be in trouble.
Yeah, the teleport didn't work out. Let's see whether the flash does as he gets Bramble smashed back. Faker is here though, the teleport very early on, and now it's 369 that might be overextended. The charm doesn't land though, Orbit Deception, fair bit of damage onto Tien, and if anything, Faker has just saved his top laner, but can they actually find something more? As the Foxfires come on in, 369 going to be the first target, he gets under the turret, but the charm will find him, and now Tien's moved the wrong way. He wants to take a ward for his trouble, but he will burn down instead.
The second charm hits, and Faker's teleport timing here so fast, they're able to turn the play around. Looked really rough for Zeus. He's not going to get punished by 369, but the gank comes through, and Faker turns it around now in mid. It will cost him a little bit of farm here, but he was already up on farm, already had mid controlled. Zeus?
Yeah, Zeus just comes back. Faker completes his back as the scrap shield will come on in. But 369 will pick up the return solo kill.
Yeah, not sure about that
weird.
Bit of a weird one. And the wave is also
with his hand on his forehead right now.
The wave's also in such a terrible spot. Looks like 369's actually just gonna clear it out and go for a reset. But yeah, Zeus really fumbling on the back of what was a great play, and now we're getting some contest over these grubs, but Zeus isn't here to back up.
That is going to be one of them taken by Tien as Cream moving on in. He will have to go back to his soul, which could mean a 3 versus 1. Make it a 4 versus 1. So Tien is sort of left in the lurch. He kind of knew it was going to happen. Still has his flash and is going to be taken down. Did get one of the grubs though.
You can feel how much these two teams want. It feels like we're playing a little bit of catch here in terms of getting a lead and then tossing it away. As Zeus, like you mentioned, the wave was not a great spot, is way up in the lane. Faker has to come over here. It's a great gank by Tian. Faker's charm missing here. Looks out in the initial outset pretty rough, but Faker knows he's close enough to 6 here. Zeus helps him clear these minions. He then gets the Spirit Rush to chase them down. And Zeus has enough additional damage here as well. There's just no way this goes top Esports' way. 369 goes to the flash, but it's not enough. The fadeaway charm secures the kill.
Yeah, and even though obviously Zeus dying in the aftermath of this is obviously a blunder, the team play and the decisions that T1 are going for as a unit have been really good so far.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit of miscommunication as Faker was there backing at that point in time, but I don't know whether top Esports have some more to show us as Carrier moving towards that top side. Gumayushi has to cleanse and does move out of the way of the True Shot Barrage. Owner in the area. And Fate's Call actually employed very early on. Jackie Love looking for those Mystic shots. Doesn't connect. It is now Faker trying to avoid Cream, who does do a fair bit of work. Still has to take the Orbit Deception damage on his way back, though.
Could be a fight here, Mako. Does spot Owner.
Yeah, Tien in the area as well. So a 3 versus 3 handshake going to be utilized. Jackie Love not going to get CC'd from that one. Good side steps, but still has to flash as Carrier. And that is a lot of power. This Jackie Love Mako bottom lane is formidable, but they are playing so well here in this game. As Ona moves on forward, Cream, of course, can just snap back to that unbound soul. As flash forward, okay, Tien going to be the target, and he's going to return the favor. They find Faker just by himself after the buy overextends, and Tien on about 50 health just walks away. Still, Ona is able to do some battle, but he will not be vault breaking forward to find anything here for T1.
Ona's going to get less impact than the Cassante as Ona's calling for another pass.
Yep, Faker looking for Cream here as the unbound soul does come in. The charm's going to connect, but Cream playing this one out pretty well for now. True Shot Barrage just picks the gap between the two T1 players, but Cream's just fine.
Already in this tournament, played that last fight out so well with the rebind of his soul, avoiding that charm. And now top Esports pivoting to Dragon here. T1 not in position to contest. We'll see what soul comes of this as we're 1-1 apiece. This is not going to be the same type of game with Grubs where there's a Tristana in a side that can absolutely run away with the game. At least T1 pick up the consolation prize.
Yeah, they're going to be able to head on over there. Oh, now might be Mako getting caught out as Esse is moving on in here. Does have the equalizer up and available, and Mako, he is not going to get them to use it. Never mind! There goes the equalizer, and they had to invest a couple of ultimates in the end to take down the Braum. Should mean that a couple of extra Grubs are going to go over to T1 off the back end of this one, so still a good play.
Yeah, managing to pick him up at the end. You saw Mako thought maybe just to be able to survive, but it's kind of showing the power of this T1 composition with his pick potential, and this is a pretty long fight.
Yeah, the Rend has to be used. There's the flash forward from Jackie Love. He lines up the Mystic shot. Oh! Manages to tank the turret with the barrier. Just beautiful from Jackie Love.
I feel like every single Jackie Love fan held their breath in that moment, but as the barrier came out, they knew. He calculated it. He takes out the Callista. It's a buffed Ezreal meta. It's a nerfed Callista meta. We're seeing an Ezreal solo kill a Callista.
Looking absolutely fantastic. Now Faker could be in trouble, but the True Shot Barrage not going to connect. Mako not able to make his way over as we check out the replay once again of this 1v1.
And you know, we saw a similar play to this from Jackie Love, where he tried to dive into the tower. The Karthus ult came in earlier this tournament, and it backfired massively. But here, doesn't get him range to auto, but gets the Mystic shot. The barrier comes in and then just gets out of aggro range in time before the next shot comes through.
And plus hurry, but T1 using their spike incredibly well, even with no objective online.
And the fact that they're just going to get this tier 2 bot, it's such a huge influx of gold. Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous as Mako throws out the ulti, looks to interrupt Owner as he walks his way in, but the teleport from Zeus should mean this bottom laner going down as Mako able to walk his way out. The Foxfire is enough to do it though as Faker picks up another one. The Rift Herald is taken there in the meantime, so Top Esports gets something, but this could be out of turret taken as well.
And it felt like Top Esports knew they had to do something. They're losing that tier 2 bot. They have to make a counter punch. They try and get the mid tower a bit lower, maybe hoping they'll set up a Herald to take it. But a beautiful collapse from T1 comes through. The layering of the CC was there. Jackie Love goes down. And on the back of the tower take bot and that play, they now have 4,000 gold lead.
And Zeus could just come right back up here to the top lane. He's Leandri's Rumble. He's got such good wave clear. He's not going to allow a turret to go down here. And this is just a step forward too far here, as there's no way that you could see a teleport from 369 here. Zeus, on the other hand, finds the flank angle with his TP. The equalizer is beautiful. And with the Ezreal down, there's no damage to trade back. Baker happy to rush forward here and pick up the kill.
Follow through on the ult is just going to easily allow them to snowball a fight. I think Top Esports should really be cautious and ask themselves, do we even need to contest this dragon?
Baker's TP almost back up as well. 369 just used his, so if this goes on for much longer, he will be able to join in as this Rift Herald will crash through. They're going to try to take out this turret. Big win here for Top Esports. Great neutral contest into turret take.
Yeah, going to be the dragon fully taken down. They did manage to deal with the minion wave, but you can't kill Shelly that quickly. And so she will be helping out. Tien taking a fair bit of damage, though, as Ona gets back over the wall. Equalizer! They're all lined up on top! And now the barbecue begins! The ultimate out there from Cream is decent. Still hit by the hostile takeover, though, as he flashes away. There's the cease and desist as Jackie Love looks to try and get himself out of it. But once again, it's his Flame Spitter that's doing all the work. A double kill for Gumayushi, and they'll take the turret on top.
What an equalizer there from Zeus. The perfect angle when they're up against the wall, nowhere to escape, and they decimate Top Esports. The cleanup is decisive, the tower take is there, the dragon as well, and T1 making it clear there's a lot of fight left in this series.
Yeah, you get a turret, but it's going to be at a heavy price because it means you're so far up there. When the turn comes through from T1, you've got to play respectfully around all the ults, all the engages, the CC, the layering that can come through, that it leaves you against the wall. And when you're on that edge there, the equalizer value is just so high. Zayas starts it off, and then the team with the follow-up is so beautiful. Watch this here as we see they back away. Look at Owner's positioning. They have to kind of kite away towards the edge of this wall, which means Zayas gets a 4-man equalizer here. And then Owner decides he wants to go in. Looks like maybe he's overextended here, but they end up getting the Braum, and then he switches targets here onto Jackie Luff. Watch Carrier shield him as well as he comes through so he can flash away and escape. Turret aggro juggled by Carrier as well, then they turn on to Cream.
They fell behind, and it's just gotten worse and worse, and now they're trying to really contest this Baron vision, but Dragon's going to be up in 50, so that's also going to be a concern for them. You can see Owner given some space now just as jungle camps are being cleaned up, but TP comes in, they're looking for a flank.
Yeah, the Faker flank angle does come on through. Hostile takeover just splits up top Esports. They can't support 369, but he's pretty mobile, and another equalizer comes down. This time, not going to be layered with other CC, but Faker is looking to rectify it. Great buffer from 369, gets himself out of the way, and even though Mako and Carrier shake hands, it's not going to be a team fight. T1 just taking control of the map. They do lose a couple of ultimates, but they'll retain a whole bunch of extra control.
Should be Dragon out of this guaranteed, but they want even more. They're going to grab this inner here in mid. Good true shot here for Jackie Left to kind of chip away at this minion wave, but it won't save the turret, and it won't save the Dragon. Cream and 369 have teleport, but no wards to go to, and with vision control over the Baron, there's no way they can rush over for a trade. T1 kind of have this one locked up in terms of both objectives. It's essentially checkmate. Top Esports could try to flip the Baron, could take a crazy risk here, but it's just not worth it. And it has really faded away here. Full vision goes to top, to T1. They have the extra money now. They've got that Rumble teleport. Now it's time to start the Baron. Now it's safe.
Yeah, they managed to clear out that one pesky ward there, as well as Faker looking around, wanting to spot to see where the top Esports are here on the contest. Tien looking to clear out this ward, and T1, they just leave the Baron. They're not going to flip it. And they're going to once again clear out wards, make sure the top Esports have to go for a reset, and at that point, then they can safely take down the Baron. But it's suffocation here, and not wanting to make any risks on this map as Mako possibly caught out. There's a handshake. He puts up the door. He's soaking a lot of damage, but Faker dives in. He picks up Tien, who does have the twisted advance to try and get forward, but Zayas, it's once again the barbecue, and Faker is taken down. Trees on top of it. Jackie Love dies off the back end. Faker, he even had the bailout available. He was never going to die, and that is a clean ace for T1.
Such a decisive victory from T1 to bounce back on this one. They don't risk the Baron flip, and when the engage comes through, they connect on every single target. 5-0 ace, looking to end the game here.
Mako has to check. They have no vision. Somebody has to go in. If they don't, the Baron is lost. They walk right in to this chain CC composition. The snipe from Zayas with the equalizer, and T1 are going to equalize this series.
Yeah, and that is stomp after stomp, but on other sides of the rift, ladies and gentlemen. As the Nexus goes down, we have an even series here for the final of EWC, and we wouldn't have it any other way. It is now time for us to go to a short break, and after that, Studio's going to break it down.